Hey, what's up? I'm Darkbblue, trying to help everyone enjoy games in depth. Elden Ring is a very complicated game with many mechanics. Understanding them will not only make the game less challenging, but also give you more fun. In this guide, I will integrate mechanic introduction into a walkthrough guide, walking you gradually through all the important mechanics you need to know. First of all, let's create a new character. I plan to use a strength and face speed. It's both strong and versatile, very suitable to offer necessary showcase for our mechanic introduction. With this build in mind, let's pick the Prophet class. Class defines your initial gears and attributes, but will not restrict how you progress your character. Usually you can choose the class that has the least amount of useless attributes. Then, for the keepsake, I usually choose the rune, which is basically additional currency. After character creation, you will find yourself in the prologue area. There's a boss ahead, but you don't need to defeat it to leave the prologue. Then you will arrive at a cave. Jump down the cliff to your right, and there will be some basic control tutorial. I kindly advise you to go through this tutorial first. Leave the tutorial area and now look around. This is not any linear Souls game, but an open world. You are not forced to explore the world in a certain order, nor forced to defeat every boss in the first encounter. For example, there's a horseman boss up ahead called Tree Sentinel. You cannot defeat him easily right now, which is because you don't have enough attribute and the necessary gears to exploit his weakness, so just sneak through. In the church, buy the crafting tool from the merchant.
And I can also see that you're not, then why not? I am Khan. Goodbye.
So where to go next? To find it out, let's check out the map. Currently, the map of this area is not unlocked yet, but you can notice a path and a special icon here. This icon indicates the place you can find the map fragment for this area. Now you can set a mark on this map, which can also be seen in the wall to guide your direction. Follow the path forward and you can find a rune. To its right, there's a grace. Rest here, and Melina will offer you a deal and grant you the ability to ride a horse.
Torrent has treated him with
Then teleport back to the previous church through the map. A blue lady with 4 hands will give you a spirit ash.
I am the wit. I'd heard tend upon the talk thou art but to call forth. I was in stride torrents. 'Tis a bell summon them, the spirit now it is thy. Forgive, I doubt we shall. How long will it be for the time?
Now, call out the menu and check out the 6 shortcut slots to the right. You can put items here for quick use. For example, put the horse and the ash here so you can directly use them through key combinations. Teleport back to the rune and clear this location with the help of your ash. Here's a basement, where you can find a whetstone blade, which unlocks the function to change your weapon skill. In fact, there are many similar runes in this world, as rune is one of the standard location templates in this game. Every rune has at least one basement where you can find your reward. In this rune, you will meet a knight enemy who's relatively strong, so I need to give you an easy strategy. First, keep some distance away from him, then sprint towards him. As you get near, he will start to attack. Now, change your direction of sprinting from straight up ahead to diagonal to the right. Since he's using a long range but narrow angle thrust, aiming for distant targets, you can evade his attack without even dodge rolling. Finally, you can perform a backstab. I named this technique Bait and Strafe. There are also 2 carriages in this rune, from which you can loot a flail and a greatsword. The greatsword is a good weapon early, so do switch to it. Also remember our initial target, the map fragment, don't forget to grab it. Now let's continue exploring the world. Go up the hill from the west of the rune. Follow the road, and you can notice a golden sapling, where you can loot a golden seed. This is the material to upgrade your potion count. In the future, whenever you notice such a golden sapling, you can expect the same reward. After this, you can see a shack. A girl here will give you another spirit, which is stronger at defense than the 3 wolves.
Everyone who only to have that. Did you know? It's quite a lot. You're all on your own heading to enticed. Well, that, but I don't have. It's scary. I want to. I'm nothing but. Oh, I know. Can you take the poor animal?
Here you will see a light beam shooting from the grace, pointing to a certain direction. This is called the guidance of the grace, and it leads to the main boss of this area. Now tell me, in an open world game, where shall we go next? Of course, we won't follow this guidance, but divert from it, first clearing the side contents to get fully prepared for the boss fight. Yes, this is how we approach such an open world game. If you are too familiar with linear Souls games, this is an important change you need to make to your mindset. So let's head eastward. In another shack, there's a skill teacher, from whom you can purchase many skills. All his skills except parry are useful. You can purchase all of them later when you get richer, but now grab Impaling Thrust first. In Elden Ring, it's an important methodology to exploit enemies' weaknesses with the help of certain gears, and switching to the most suitable skill is an important way to conduct such a methodology. We will have much time to practice it. Continue our journey eastward. You will find a small camp where you can loot a shield that has 100% physical damage reduction. It can be useful, but only if you don't already have a brass shield, which has a chance to drop from the basic soldiers. Keep heading east until you hear from Alexander the Warrior Jar. Save him before going on.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck.
Oh, I at these. My just give and I'll pop.
Don't dally. Give it your all.
Oh, that's well, once again, I am beyond and upon this. I'd heard doesn't the I'm head to Redman. I've heard.
Finally, you will reach Summon Water Village. Here, an NPC will be mourning. to go to activate the grace after a chat and then search for a group of tomes stretching out from the cliff. This helps you descend to a small platform with many small coffins. Here you will loot the cookbook for sleeping port. Descend further to chat with Kenny's height and accept his request to take his fort back.
Well, then, no. Despite you might have young tarnished. I want you to a night come. What? My fault? Oh, I threaten a celebrity. Yes. I would that depraved. Honestly, God first. Then he and to think. Yeah. What are you? My fault.
To the east, there's a small church, where you can find the necessary material to upgrade your potion healing amount. You can expect similar rewards in other churches. Moreover, here you can unlock your Flask. Flask is a special buff item that can be refilled upon resting at the grace or upon death, so you can use it without worrying about it running out one day. This shows that this game encourages you to stack some buffs before fight. We will collect all kinds of crystal tiers to be mixed into the Flask in the future. For now, just equip it in the shortcut slots. Now head south. This area has a new map fragment. You remember what to do, right? Open your map, check out the path, and set a mark on the map fragment. Once you get through the forest, you can find Fort Hyde up on a small hill. On its top, you can find a knight. Use your previous bait and shriek strategy to defeat her. That's the end of this path. Now, teleport back to the first rune, and this time, head east past the bridge.
Oi! You there? Could you...
As you approach the bridge, you can find a teardrop scrap here. Killing it will reward you a skill. Such scraps are also locations of interest in Elden Ring. Across the bridge, here's a golden fold on a small hill. Remember to loot it. Then, turn south and follow the road. Here's a carriage with 2 trolls. Attack one of the trolls to stop the carriage so that you can loot the chest on the carriage. You will find other carriages in the world which can be stopped in a similar way. Of course, this great axe in this carriage is of no use to us. I'm just showing you how to interact with this event. Once you reach the south shore of the lake and activate the grace, keep going south to reach Weeping Peninsula. talk to the girl here and go straight southward until you reach Castle Mall. On the way, you can also loot a map fragment and a golden seed.
The servant, they've since come. I fear it's please. Would you mind taking my soul wish, please? Thank you. Then please, deliver it to me. Please, he can be stubborn.
After activating the grace at the castle entrance, teleport back to the previous grace near the merchant. This time, head west near the sea. There are two churches. Do you still remember? In churches, you can expect to find the upgrading material for your potion healing amount. In the southmost jack, you can buy a lantern from the merchant and equip it to the shortcut slots. Whenever you feel it's too dark, just turn on the lantern. So far, we have unlocked all the maps for the Limgrave area and activated some important erasers. Do you still remember that we have diverged from the guidance of the Grace? Now I believe you can have a taste of the exploration methodology for an open world game. If you want to play games into depth together with me, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, see you around.